I don't think it's wrong, the way they teach you in school. I don't feel that sorry for my loved ones either. I mean, sure, they'd be sad, but if they loved you, wouldn't they want you to be happy? I don't see much around me that I'd miss. Sometimes I just want to get to the end of it.
The house was commissioned by the Tanner family in 1921. To create their vision, the Tanners hired the English architect Gavin Pond. Pond himself died shortly after the project was completed, leaving behind a wife and daughter in England.
You're not here, you're not real, you died in 1926.
Ah, yes, that.
How come I can see you?
It happens.
I'm gonna be sick.
They usually are.
Who?
The others.
There are others?
Yes, always women for some reason. I used to have tremendous fun with it. Yes, well, I'll leave.
Could I have one? How long have you been here?
78 years.
God, why?
I haven't the foggiest idea.
Can you leave?
Nope.
It must be awful.
Not really.
Is there like a heaven and hell?
Just the Tanner house.
Doesn't that bother you?
I don't really have much say in it. You group's leaving. They're waiting for you.
It'll pass.
I don't believe it. I mean, what if you're being dragged off to the utility closet by that security guard or something?
Or a ghost. Gavin, these windows are too big.
Everything is human scale.
What? What?
Chasing Gavin's tail. Will your parents come for you now?
Probably not. They'll call my cousin. He'll make up an excuse for me. He's used to it.
Ah, you sneak out a lot then.
Yep.
Where do you go?
Friends' houses. Parties, you know. My cousin says I go out more than his friends, and he's in college.
Oh, well, that is a lot.
What if you're stuck? I mean, what if there's something you have to do in order to leave?
Like what?
I don't know. Did you have any enemies?
Lots. None in Texas.
What about the women who can see you?
First one was a biologist. Then there was a woman with a son.
Making a list of all the things we have to go over to figure out why you're here? So how did you die? Gavin? Did you really have all those wives?
Yes, I did.
At different times?
They rather tended to overlap.
Why did you do it?
I suppose I felt like it. A lot of times.
At a dinner party?
It was the opening. This place. I'd never really got used to the scale of everything out here. This house was so damned big, Anna. It went on and on out into the prairie, like, because there were no mountains or rivers, they just felt they could keep on building. I was determined to get to the end of it. And then I found myself in this enormous room, full of guns. Historic guns. Guns from the Alamo, from the wars with the Mexicans, the wars with the Indians, the wars with God knows whom else. And I just thought, well, old chap, you're not gonna get a chance like this anytime soon. So I did it.
I would have understood if I was her.
What do you mean?
Nothing, I mean...
No. No. You said you would have understood if you were her. If you were who?
Your daughter. I mean... yeah. Falling asleep, I realized Gavin and I had wanted the same thing. But taking his own life hadn't gotten him any closer to the end. Life was much longer than he thought. At least now he was somewhere else. And I had found something about this place to miss.